Hello, everyone. Hi, how are you guys doing? Welcome back to another episode of The Expanse reaction. This is live, and my name is Matt. Um, I woke up like 20 minutes ago, so yeah, we're at that level. But yeah, anyway, The Expanse. What's going on? What happened last time on The Expanse? God, the day this someday this channel will be like more professional and proper, but today is not that day, and it's not gonna be anytime soon. But the Expanse. So last time on the Expanse, what happened? So we had churn. We got a lot of view into Amos's past, a little bit. There was a woman named Lydia. She took care of him. She didn't necessarily keep him away from the life that she was living. She just taught him how to survive it. And it wasn't that she protected him. I mean, to a degree, I'm sure she did, but it's almost like she taught him how to protect himself, how to deal with things himself. And Amos values that more than anything else, and she values that woman a lot. And she passed away now. She came here to see what the state the house was in, and there was a man named Charles living in it. Then he realized that Charles cared for her, and then he started caring about Charles. And then he realized that Charles is moving away because whoever owns a man named Eric was forcing him to go away from it. So then he just goes like, all right, hang on, I'm gonna go talk to this dude. So I went to talk to Eric, who they seem to be. I didn't think about it, but maybe they could be like literal brothers because they refer to each other as like brother. But I think it was more like a buddy kind of situation, like we grew up together, so you're my brother kind of thing, but maybe not genetical. But we'll see. So yeah, he wanted to meet up with him, and Eric thought that Amos was here to like kill him or something, and then Amos is like, "No, dude, I literally just want you to like not take the house away from the dude because that dude seems alright, and I want him to stay there. I don't want him to just go on the streets." And Eric was surprised, and he was like, "You changed," and it's like, "Yeah, a lot of shit happened." But then he told him, well, get the fuck away from the fucking town and the city, from Earth even. So, because you're running on a fake ID, and if they found you, like, if the police gets you or whatever, then they're gonna trace it back to me, and it's gonna, like, it's gonna be dangerous for me. So, if I ever, like, I love you, but if I see you on my city again, I will end you. And it's just like, all right, so that's the situation we're in. Okay. But then at the end of the episode, Amos called Christian and said, "Hey, can you hook me up with someone I want to meet or something? Like I need your help in order to meet up with someone." That's something along the lines of what he said, and I wasn't sure about what that was, but yeah, there we go. That's something that happened. On the other sides of the story, Holden saved Monica, whatever her last name is, Monica, the reporter lady, who knew information about who's going for the bottom molecule. And then before we got to her, she got kidnapped and was thrown into like a random container, and then she almost ran out of oxygen. But we saved her in time. She's okay. Maybe she'll tell us what's going on now. We didn't get to see any Naomi, and Alex is gonna try and help out with the Gunny situation that she's trying to. Well, they're trying to get close to this like Martian like commander or whatever, because he might be tied to like the black market thing. But yeah, that's where we're going essentially right now. Yeah. Other than that, that's pretty much it. Question is pushing for investigation on the destroyed science ship near Venus or whatever, which is tied to the asteroids that are coming to fuck the planet in 10 days. But she doesn't know about that. But she wants to investigate into it. And Nancy Gao doesn't. She's like, that's fucking stupid. So Christian is trying to convince this man, I think his name is Delgado, who is probably like the force of the UN. And she's like, hey, maybe we should look into this, and I think he's buying it. So That's what's happening. But yes, The Expanse, pretty good recap. I think we may begin. So yeah, The Expanse season 5. I almost said 4. No, we're past it. Season 5, episode 3. Let's go. Oh shit! 22 hours? Okay, so a 10-day time skip. Aaron might get fucked this episode.
Consistently higher return signatures on one side only.
Could these rocks have been fragments of a single larger asteroid?
Certainly could be.
If a rock that size hit Earth, how big of an impact would that create?
It wouldn't. Our asteroid spotters would easily detect an asteroid of that size.
If it did.
With a typical iron nickel core, and assuming a speed at impact of say 30,000 kph,
How bad would it be?
About 1 to 4 megatons, depending on the impact angle.
So they know a lot. They know everything, essentially.
Martian stealth composites had been sold to Belters. Marco and Aris threw a stealth rock at us.
But they're convinced that I was the only one.
You think he stopped at one?
Okay. I've also been told her crew is a polyamorous relationship she's into. Also, what I said earlier about they're all in a relationship with each other. That also means that like if anyone dies, it's gonna really affect everyone.
I speak for Fred Johnson and Tycho Station. You are free to go.
Drummer was the one that saved him. I just remember, yeah. Jesus.
That's Paolo Cortazar, the prototype scientist who worked on it.
Alright, going with DOS.
According to my sources, Cortazar was taken from a secure research facility and off of Ceres by a Belter strike team. Let me buy you both around.
That all you think we were, okay?
How about you buying us on Jade rounds?
Fine.
And they only I remember would never have gotten shit done like that.
Probably because you were always around.
Alright, people don't know her. So you're dead. Maybe not real dad, but dad figure at least.
What the fuck you doing here? Personal business.
Oh shit.
I know Philip's here.
Alright, just saying it. Coming right out with it.
He don't want you in his life. I'll believe that when he tells me to my face. Go back. Back to your inners.
Okay. So we got a lot of information for that scene with Naomi.
Lieutenant Babbage. I mean, Emily.
She looks very different.
Did you want to grab the window?
Oh, sure.
So Illis, new
Yeah.
Terra. I read all the reports and I saw the pictures that were made public.
You're way too close to each other.
But lucky for everyone, we destroyed that last piece of proto-mola crap. So now all those machines on all those other planets, they're gonna remain inert.
The most amazing thing about that story might just be your modesty.
Stop with the flattering, lady. Really? Come on. Like, even if we didn't have the scene where she talked to the dude and been like, yeah, I will get the information out of it. There's a mosquito flying around. I got it. Even if we didn't have that scene where she was like, yeah, I'll fucking get that information out of him, I would still be like, this is too much. Something underneath it? Oh, that comes off. And a data core. Is that it? Is this where you got the message? Is this where you transmitted it? Please?
You do know, Marco.
Yes!
Rocks and Tycho Ceres will do little to harm the enemies.
You can pierce together what he's trying to do from this log, by the way.
Execution.
Oh, the fact that he sings is a way to death.
We will find Marco Naros and collect a $20 million bounty on his head.
Nobody's on board with this.
The bounty will sustain us for years to come, so we will do it.
Nobody's on board with this. And she's only doing this out of, like, revenge. Not, like, guilt, probably, too. They're dead. Yep. Yeah, it didn't matter. Stop with the cliche, dude.
I have to be up early shipping out in the morning.
Oh, that's a shame. Where you headed out?
Nowhere, just a routine supply run.
Oh, on what ship?
The barkeep?
This is very interesting. All right, so it's very interesting because the both of them want to get want to get information out of the other.
Excuse me.
Hey, you're Alex Kamal, right?
Guilty as charged. Why?
Well, Gunny, save us!
What the? Oh.
Damn it! Yeah, he's gonna say everything.
Bad. If he's really
Damn it!
selling weapons to the Belters.
Shoot him.
Oh? Well, no, I think that's a mistake.
Hey, Alex.
Okay, thank you, Alex, for actually doing something. But it's like, get fucked. The woman. Get fucked. Thank you, Gunny. Love you. They know a lot.
She is shipping out on a supply run tomorrow.
Did you get the name of the ship?
We don't know if that's true.
A lot of the arms deals I made went down during routine military operations.
I had plain sight, that's smart.
If Babbage is on a supply run, her ship could easily be full of weapons. This could be a very big deal.
So what do we do about it?
You have a ship.
I got a yacht.
Well,
You got the
technically,
Razorback.
Okay, I salvaged it.
There's no immediate legalistic on me, buddy.
We'll take the Razorback out and keep our scopes tight on the back, Heath. Any ships they encounter, we get visual IDs and drive signatures and send the lot to Avasarala. We could flush out their entire smuggling chain. Mars to Belt.
Unless they spot us. Razorback's got no guns.
Well, it has one hell of a sneaky pilot.
I was about to say we got a great pilot though.
He asked me to be his exo.
Also guilty about that, not being there.
I declined. I gave him this bottle as a send-off,
And we said
but he told me to hold on to it.
we'll drink it when he
said
comes
we'd drink
back.
it together when he returned.
And that was the death flag, I remember.
Your pain is bringing you back to who you were before. Hard, looking for violence. But there are better ways to grieve. Stay with me.
Aww.
I will.
I love Drummer. She's great. It's also amazing to have a character that is so serious, like all the time, 24/7, and a badass, and then you just have them have like a very weak moment.
As I feared, Ashford is dead.
I mean,
He was convinced that Mako Inaros was up to something, and I think he was right.
where's she sending this to?
I'm
Fred?
sending you what Ashford found. Maybe it will do some good for the belt.
To Fred, yeah, I see.
This is not my fight.
Okay, that's good. It's just gonna open it. Yeah, okay. So this is tackling into the idea of moving on. Or maybe not. No. Drink it with your family. So Philip, that's Philip. I'm afraid Philip's gonna try and kill her.
I needed to speak with you.
Why should I listen to you?
I don't know. I just hoped you would. And I needed to try.
You left and discarded me like a piece of trash.
But I loved you more than I ever thought I could love anyone.
Then why did you leave?
Because your dad made me kill a bunch of people and I thought that was wrong.
I'll never forgive myself for making the choice that I did. But it was never about you.
When I was little, I used to dream about what this moment would one day be like. What I would say to you, but that moment never came.
It's coming right now.
I don't want anything to happen to you because of what your father's done. I can help you before you get hurt.
He's been brainwashed into believing into the same shit that the dad believes, so.
I bought it for you. I'm giving it to you. Take it and go wherever you want, and when you get there, I will send you all the money that you need, but please just take it.
Fuck you. I don't need you.
Just trying to protect you.
Everything my father told me about you is true.
Don't go, Philip, please. Just listen to me.
I don't think she even said the right words, but I don't think he would be willing to listen anyway. If they sent this information to Avasarala, that would be a hard confirmation.
We're gonna let them come in and load up the container and then close the door so they can't leave.
No, we'll do one better. I'll set up a party inside the container, and when they open the door, we'll take them and the ship.
What is this? Marcus is coming. Oh no, they're all coming in.
What's going on?
Yeah, okay. Well, god damn it.
Sorry. Stop.
She's
Kill
gonna...
her for flight. She's coming with us.
Boss, she can't come.
Do it.
They're taking her to Marco and Iris. They're still in this ship for Marcos. Well, that sucks. Okay. You know, this guy. By the way, the scene faded in from black into this. Like, it wasn't like a hard cut, it was a fade in. Which is considered in filmography to be more dramatic. At least in feeling. So this scene might be important.
To the name Marco Naros, he shut me down. Wouldn't listen to a word I had to say.
Why?
Because he knows that you're using me to get around the Secretary General.
Then find someone else who'll listen.
Gao's chief of staff called me directly and said to stop being your mouthpiece and indulging in your conspiracy theories.
Your retirement is more important than preventing an attack.
We don't know if it is an attack. We don't have enough proof. If you were in charge and someone came to you with this theory, you would laugh them out of your office, and if they persisted, you would reassign them to the farthest outpost in the Jovian system.
I've learned to listen.
Oh, give me a break. Part of this job is knowing when it's over and moving on. That's what we need to do.
Give it like 5 hours and you'll be proven wrong.
It was nice seeing Ashanti and the boys here.
Is she worried about what might happen to them? What's that? Fred John? Yes! He's sending her to the voice line. But what is she going to do with it? Nobody believes her.
This has always been a problem for Hawkeye. Even our dreams.
This might be too late. Are we gonna see the asteroid coming in? Yeah! There it is. Well, that's hitting. Oh, I'm sorry for you, person who is on the shore. You're gonna get fucked up. Oh boy. No, there it comes. I'm sorry, person in the shore. You did not deserve that fate. You just want to feed your little fishies. And suddenly, a fucking nuke went off, and followed by a tsunami, and now you're dead. I'm sorry. Like, I saw that person in the shore, and I was like, oh, I'm sorry, buddy. You're so dead. Like, there's nothing I can do here. Okay. Alright, I'm happy that the planet got rocked on episode 3. I'm happy about that. So, because, like, part of me was worried that we were gonna go, like, a full season, and then at the end, in the final, like, 2 episodes, that was gonna happen. Because they did say it was, like, 2 weeks until that happened. But no, it happened in episode 3. We just skip a bunch of days, and it's like, oh, here's the rock. Here it's coming. 22 hours, and before the episode was over, it hit. It hit right at the end. That's good. So now that is something that incentivates me to go and watch the next episode right now if I wanted to, but I can't. But I want to. I really do. But all right. So okay. Let's try and focus on the episode. So, what happened in the episode? I'm gonna load it up again so I can like skim through it. When I loaded that episode, there was a picture of Amos. Yeah, when I load that episode, there's a picture of Amos, but it wasn't nowhere to be seen on this episode. So we begin the episode with Christian and Delgado. Felix Delgado. That's a fucking name. Felix Delgado. Like, Delgado is like Spanish, and Felix is like, what the fuck? What is the origin of Felix as a name? Oh, is it Spanish too? Well, Felix is okay. If you if you put the accent on it, then it can be Spanish. From Latin. It means lucky. Okay, whatever. I suppose it could make sense, but that is a fucking name. I never met anyone with the name Felix. But anyway, so he and Christian, they got this man, this doctor, from a private sector to come in here and be like, okay, entertain us. What would happen if this shit happened? Could this all be pieces of a larger asteroid? What would happen if an asteroid hit Earth of that side ballpark? What would happen? And he's like, it would be like this. And they're like, okay, shit. So then they're like, okay, they tried to throw a rock at us. And then Felix is like, we got lucky. And Christian is like, no, do you think they only threw one? So Felix is like, oh, come on, you're saying there's more? And she's like, yes. And she's like, we have to point the watchtowers to see what is happening. And he's like, well, all the watchtowers are pointed towards Mars because we're more afraid of Mars than to some fucking rocks from the belt. So she tried to warn everybody. And nobody listened. Because, because Christian is this old stubborn woman that just burned every bridge. So at this point, nobody even gives a shit about what she has to say. So that sucks. Because if she had been the president of the planet for like one more year, this wouldn't have happened. Well, yeah, it wouldn't have happened because Gunn is the one that would approach her with like, hey, this is happening. So, yeah, that kind of sucks. Moving to Drummer. Drummer and her family, they found Chaos' first ship. They go into the ship. They're like, all right, let's see what's going on here. She finds a hidden data pad instead of like a fire extinguisher. So she gets it, and she sees the fucking audio log that Ashford sent right at the end when he was dying. And as he died, you can hear him singing as he dies, and then it sends. So, and it's great because, like, even though Marco Inaros didn't tell him exactly what he was going to do, he essentially gave anyone enough information to put together what that meant. So she hears that. She sends it to Fred Johnson. Fred Johnson hears it. He sends it to Christian of Azarala. And then at the end, Christian gets it. And she's like, well, shit, I'm right. As the asteroid hits. The first one. So now, we could theoretically avoid every other asteroid from hitting. Theoretically. But I'm feeling like Marco would have planned for that ahead of time. Because if all the asteroids hit within like a 2-day interval or some shit like that, maybe not every single one of them, but the second one that I saw was going to be like 2 days after the first one, or like a day and some whatever. And then the other one was like a couple hours after the second one, and so on and so forth. So, but if there is a delay in between the first one and the remaining, then Earth could prepare for the first one. For the second one after the first one hit. Because, like, that asteroid is not enough to fuck the planet. Okay? I don't think it is. It is big. And it's essentially a nuke. But it's not going to destroy the planet. It's just going to destroy a region of the planet. And also cause a tsunami. So, it's, like, shores around it are going to get fucked up. Cities around it are gonna get fucked up. But other than that, I don't think it would be that big. I don't know, man. I don't know what the fuck a megaton is. I don't know what. I don't know the logistics. I don't know jack shit. So I'll see next episode. But I don't think it would be that big to like completely wreck the planet. So that means the Earth can prepare itself for the remaining ones. So what is the point of the remaining ones being so delayed? So what it could be is that he's gonna like throw. I have to look at the times again in previous episodes. I'm not gonna, but like on episode 1, I'm gonna look at the times again where asteroids are gonna hit, and what it could be is that all the watch points, towers are gonna be looking at a one point, a one place in one direction, and then another one is gonna hit from the back. So that's something he could have planned for. But at least Earth should be somewhat prepared. Christian has been non-stop trying to convince everyone. So at least now people should be convinced in whatever the fuck Christian had to say. Well, now they're gonna be like, well, how do you know? And Christian's gonna be like, okay, so this Bobby, whatever. But like, she's trying to do good. Like, Christian cannot be suspicious or anything by anyone, because she was literally right and she was trying to warn everybody and nobody listened. So we should listen to what the fuck she has to say now. Okay, so we have a lead in the sense that Alex and Bobby, they got attacked by, well, they just straight up know that the guy that we're investigating, that he's involved. So then we're like, okay, well, he got information from Babish, the lady, that she was gonna go on a shipment run on some ship. She said the name of the ship and everything. Why would she say the truth? I don't know. Why would Alex believe that? I don't know, but whatever, sure. So, we know that, and it's like, okay, they could be moving weapons. So we should go and follow it and send some identifications, whatever, to Christian, and we'll have a lead. This is the closest we've ever gotten. Alex is like, God damn it, I didn't come here to see this ship, but I suppose I'm involved now, and he has to be the pilot. And we're going in the Razorback, which is a ship that has no weapons, but we do have one hell of a sneaky good pilot. So it's like, okay, shit, I have to work now. God damn it. So that's happening. On the Holden side of the story, the lady, Monica, told us. So she got some information from essentially DOS secure facility for the proto molecule was raided, and Cortazar, that was his name, Cortazar, he got taken away. So, yeah, there's a huge leaks on the proto molecule department on Anderson Dawes' side. Fred Johnson didn't know about it, and then he confronted Dawes about it, and Dawes is like, well, yeah, that did happen. And he's like, well, god damn it. So that's going on too. What else? Yeah, and we just need to investigate further into that. And then we were looking for whoever were the people that like threw Monica, like kidnapped her and threw her into the compartment. So we found it likely two people that did it, and then we found them dead. So whatever, someone else has to be involved above them too, something that would consider them disposable. But then Fred Johnson is like, okay, we're getting the ship that is coming to pick that shipment where they set her in, so that we just need to wait for them to get here, and then we'll track that ship and see what the fuck the deal with that shit is. And then the other guy, second to Fred Johnson, is like, well, we could just put like a full like raid team inside of the compartment, and then we just burst out of it like a fucking Trojan horse. And they're like, all right, we're doing that then. Drummer, after she got the information and before she sent it to Fred Johnson, thing is that she goes, I'm gonna go kill Mark Renaris. We're all going to go kill Mark Renaris and claim the bounty on his head. It's 20 million. It's all good, man. And everyone just kind of stops and looks at her like, girl, we don't want to we're pirates. We're scavenging ships. We don't want to go hunt like fucking highly wanted criminals. So Drummond is like, we can do it. We have 3 ships. We're totally fine. It's going to be fine. But it's clear that she's doing this out of first revenge, second guilt, and grief in general. So then she has a moment where she's alone and she's holding this bottle of whiskey, and this lady, part of her family, a partner of hers, comes in and goes like, it's okay to grieve, you know, and like there are better, like, you're grieving, but you are projecting it in such a manner that is destructive, self-destructive, and also probably for us too. It's not the best thing to do. There are better things to do, and you should like don't let it consume you, essentially. So at which point she well, she kind of breaks a little bit, which I really like. I really like seeing her emotional because she's never emotional, but she is. But she just tries not to be in front of anyone. So at this moment, she just kind of breaks, and she asks her to stay by her side, which I thought was very cute and endearing. And then they stayed. I suppose they banged, slept together, cuddled, and then she woke up alone. And then she goes to the bottle of whiskey and starts to open it, and she's like, "I'm gonna have a swig," and then she doesn't. And then she just grabs her phone and sends Fred Johnson the audio log, and an audio log from her saying what happened. I found this in Glass House for ship, whatever. And she says, "This is not my fight," which tells us what is actually going on in her mind. She just decides, well, this is not my life anymore. I have the people that I love. I hang out with. We're all happy together. I don't have to do this shit. And there's emotionally I care, but I shouldn't let it consume me. So I'm gonna do what I want to do, which is actually act based on this information that I got. But I don't have to do it myself. I'll just send it to Fred Johnson. He's a trusty contact I have. He is someone that can actually do shit. I'm gonna send it to him, and then he'll figure out what to do with that. So Drummer might come back and help us out, but she's not gonna go solo. Try to take Marco Inaros on herself. So that's something I liked. I like that as a character moment with her. So Naomi, she goes to Falas and she almost gets shaken down, and then a couple people save her, and they are friendly to each other. Well, kinda. So one of the guys, the big guy, I thought he was like a father figure. He's friendly with her. The other lady, she's not. So, through the course of the conversation, I learned that they are essentially Marco Inaros' people. Or at least I work with him to some degree. And they consider Naomi someone that abandoned them. Because Naomi wasn't okay with that life. She had enough morals and emotions that she's like, I don't want to do this anymore. You tricked me into doing some crazy idealistic shit that I don't believe in. Fuck you. And then she left. But she asks them to essentially tell Philip that she is in here. And Philip might choose to do what he wants with that information. Philip walks into Naomi, and then he starts walking out. To me, that tells me that he wanted to see her, but he's still confused enough. And he just has this mixture of emotions that he's not sure what he wants to do. And when he's in front of her, he's like, fuck it, I'm walking out. At which point she stops him and they have a conversation. So Naomi didn't say the right words, but I don't think there would be right words to say in that situation. Because Philip has been brainwashed by Marco Inaros. So I don't know if there's anything you could say in order to change his mind. But Naomi essentially tried... The thing that she says, just right out of the gate, that she just wants Philip to know, is that she loves him very much. And that she cares about him very much. And... So I like that. I really do. Because I get it, right? I get it. The fact that she had to run away due to personal reasons. Because Naomi's also human, right? Naomi's also human. She had her own reasons why she fucking ran away. Why she left. Why she couldn't take what was happening. And decided to leave. But she didn't take Philip with her. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought that she said that Marcos took Philip from her, essentially. So it's not like she had much choice to bring him with her. Marcos had the kid. And she couldn't take the kid with her because Marcus just kept it for himself. And I'm not sure if this is something the show told me, it's been a while, or something that I thought about and took as granted. It's the fact that Marco just is the kind of person that he would grow a child just to have an extra meat shield that would die for you. Just fucking fill him with his own idealistic nonsense, fill him with a false sense of like belonging and family, and then he'll just die for you at some point. He'll just be like your right hand man that you could just throw away and use as a tool whenever it's convenient for you. So, and Naomi realizes this, and also the fact that Marco Inaros is getting involved into so much bullshit that she's like, he's gonna get you killed, and I'm here to save you. Like, I'm here to help you out. Like, so she's like, listen, I really wanted to see you, and listen, that ship right there that I came in, that is a ship that I just straight up bought, and I bought it for you. You can take that ship, you can go wherever you want, it's fine. Just fucking leave, just be safe. So Philip goes, I don't need you. Which is like, well, yeah, you don't need to come with me. You can just go whatever the fuck you want. Like, I'll just give you the ship, I'll give you the money, go and do whatever your life you want. Just don't get involved with Marco Inaros. But like, the thing is that like, all of what she said was very coming from her. Like, I love you, I care for you. And that's not something he probably wants to hear. Because like, he has like a lot of resentment towards her, which Marco fueled. But what she should say is, listen, you might not think it's the truth, but I really don't want you to get hurt. And I think you will get hurt doing the dumb bullshit that your father wants you to do. Because what he's doing, first of all, I don't like it. That's why I ran away. It wasn't because of you. It was because I wasn't down with murdering people. Then, the fact that, so I want you to just go and have your own life and be safe. Like, that's really what I want. I don't need to be a part of your life if you don't want it to. That's fine. It's your choice. But I just want you to not be involved with your father anyway. Like, that's the main thing, because he is going to get you killed. I don't want that. So I will just give you anything you want in order for you to have your own life if you so desire. But just don't get involved with that guy. And you don't have to get involved with me either. But just fucking leave, please. And I understand that he doesn't want the money from her. He doesn't want her ship. He doesn't want anything to do with her. But I want her to just say, it's fine if you don't want me in your life. I get that. But just get the fuck away from that dangerous shit that you're doing too. You don't need to do it. I'm giving you an out. You don't need to do all this like crazy shit. Just hanging with guns, doing all this like crazy pirate shit. Criminal activity, essentially. You don't have to do any of that. I am giving you an out. But the thing is that I don't think that would even work anyway, because Philip was born into that life. Philip was... That is Philip's life. So, Philip is probably just going to be like, whatever. Whatever, old woman. I don't need that life. I'm good doing the things that I want to do. But the thing is that the things he wants to do, things that come out of his own free will, but it's actually just what Marco Inaros just drilled into his brain. So he's literally an artificial person. He's someone that thinks, because like, this happens a lot. People think that they have free will when in reality they were manipulated into thinking they do. And this is something that happens to most people. Like literally most people. Because society and individuals will brainwash you into thinking that you want something when actually you were influenced into it. And like, I don't know, man, whatever. Like, I don't, this is a huge segue, but like companies and like very charismatic people that are trying to benefit from it will actually influence people into doing the things that they want. Influence people into thinking that they want something that it benefits the other person, which is actually what they want, right? It's multi-layered, and people are dumb enough to fall for that. The thing is that Philip is not even a matter of him being dumb. It's a matter of like he was born into that. So he was influenced from very young age, from baby stage, into going a specific path, thinking certain things, believing specific things, and having his own specific ideas that will, or were all artificially manipulated by Marco Inaros and everything around him. So getting Philip out of this hole is going to prove very difficult. I would say almost impossible. The only way it could be done is if there's like a big sacrifice that actually gets to Philip's score, or a big betrayal from Marco Inaros that gets to Philip's score, or and also Philip would have to be a very smart person in order to like be able to like grow from that, right? All of those things need to align in order for it to happen. So I don't have much hope for that happening, but it could. So yeah, that's how I feel about Philip Inaros and Naomi. I really like Naomi's thing, by the way. I can relate to it to some degree. Her struggle here. I do like it a lot. Then what else happened in the episode? That's pretty much all that happened. And then at the end, of course, Christian gets the message from Fred Johnson. So Delgado tried to convince everyone about the fact that she tried to convince everyone that like a fucking asteroid is gonna hit and it's Marco Inaros. But as soon as they heard that, everyone is just like, okay, you're just acting on Christian's behalf. Like, you're just doing whatever Sarah tells you to do, so fuck you. Like, that's just some crazy bullshit that old woman is coming up with, and that's it. And Delgado eventually just goes like, well, can't do anything. Fuck it. Like, I'm giving up. And she's like, you can't give up. And it's like, well, and I like the way she put it. It's that she was like, do you think your standing is more important than saving lives? And it's not that he thought that, but it's that he tried and he just hit the wall and he couldn't do more than that. So, and also we even ran out of time. So it's not like that mattered too much. The asteroid just straight up after that, it hit. So Christian sent a message to her husband, and it was like a nice message because she's clearly worried. And then she got the text message, well, the audio file from Fred Johnson. I like that. I like that they just have Fred Johnson in the context, you know, like he just has it fun, and I just have, yeah, person of the world right here, you know, leader of the, I have him right here. Yeah, we know each other. We hanging out. So yeah, like we have that. He sends the message, and Christian is like, well, shit, and then instantly the asteroid passes through, and it passes through like the detection shit that Earth has. It just passes right through it because it's stealth tech from Mars. And then we see random fisherman, and I'm sorry about you, but like I saw him standing on the shore, and I'm like, oh, you're fucking dead. I'm sorry, buddy. You couldn't be deader than what you are. I'm very sorry. So where does this hit? Give me a second. So the asteroid is falling. What landmass is that? Looks big. Sukhengena Ibrhorno Yinagam. Is this Africa or is this like Norway or some shit? Sukhengena. Well, I get results for the Expanse. So let's hit Google Translate, actually. Google Translate. The tech language. Hosa. Yeah. Second largest cultural group in South Africa. So this is hitting South Africa, the shore specifically. So I remember looking at the map, but first of all, I forgot. But still. So what that sign reads is it just says don't go in, so don't trespass. So it's just like, yeah, don't get this private property, whatever. So, but this is hitting South Africa's, well, not really. It's hitting the coast. It's hitting the ocean, but it's close enough that you can like see it. So this random South African fisherman or whatever, is he a fisherman or is he just feeding the fishies? Whatever. He's fucking dead. He just sees the giant explosion. He's like, holy shit. That is a fucking sight. I'm so glad the asteroid hit the planet in this episode. Because, like, I feel bad saying that because, well, that man's dead, and there's gonna be dead people from that, but, you know, fictional people, doesn't matter. It's not people we follow, it's okay. But I just want the stakes to go higher, right? I just want escalation. And I feel like the first 2 episodes were just kind of like setting where every character is, and I'm just like, okay, time to escalate. And I was worried it would take a while. I was worried it would take until like halfway through the season or like late into the season. No, fuck it. It's right now. Fuck you. I like that. I like escalation. Escalation is good. Evidence Gate is still like my favorite chunk of episodes because it was so fucking crazy. But yeah, okay. That was I think that was good. That was it for this episode discussion. Yeah, we can move on. So yeah, thank you for watching this episode. See you next week. Or a week earlier if you hit Patreon. Wink. But yeah. See ya. Alright everyone, thank you so much for watching this episode. I'm repeating myself. If you would like to see next one, as well as full length for everything, is all up on Patreon. Check out the links in the description for that, social media, everything else, and I'll see you next time. Okay everyone, take care. Goodbye.